Hey everybody, making another video about the Switch here. I know that there is a lot of accessories that have come out recently, and I know I myself would love to purchase them all, but unfortunately I am on a budget, as you guys may recall from my first video. Now, if you are on a budget, this is a video for you, because I'm going to make this video on things that I feel that I'm using that I thought would be invaluable to have with it until you can, buy them all. Okay, so for now, the one I'm going to start off with is, of course, I don't know if you can really see it, but the screen protector. Now, this is rather, let me see here. You can tell it's nicely placed on there. It protects your screen, obviously, but it actually makes it look pretty good. Sometimes when I have it on my phone, like a screensaver on my phone, protector on my phone, it makes the screen look weird, but on the Switch, this one looks pretty nice. So, but that's one I would recommend you get. The other item that I would recommend you get is a power cord, especially if you do take it on the go a lot, like myself. Now, usually I get the Nintendo brand ones, but this one was actually one that my friend at the game store picked up for me. He said this works great. It's been over 2 months now since I've been using my Switch, and so far I haven't had no problems with it. So definitely something I would highly recommend you pick up is an extra power cord, especially if you're on the go a lot like myself. Now, the next thing I would recommend you pick up if you're on the go a lot is the stand. Now, as you saw with my other videos, I do have a stand. I did show the stand there, but I didn't actually show the actual product itself. Now, at the time I didn't know how to use it, and since then I've used it a lot. This is like I use this like 90% of the time, whereas with my charger I use it 100% of the time. But it's got 3 different levels. Matter of fact, let me just show you here. This one is the one that's closest, makes it the highest. But you put your Switch in here, and there's it clicks in there. Looks pretty good. And then you can lay it down further, and then here's the furthest one. I personally do not use the lowest setting there, but that is definitely something I would highly recommend you pick up. It was up, if I recall, it was about $14. I picked it up at Target, but the stand, definitely something needed. I especially like the part where it has the plastic, the rubbers there, so that you can see, or I mean, so it doesn't slide, and it has little hooks there that fits into these little holes right here. So definitely safe for your Switch. I haven't had any issues. There you go. You can kind of see let's see, there you go. Alright, but that's what I would recommend. Then, what was the next thing I purchased? Oh, that's right. My controller. Now, the controller isn't necessarily needed, okay? Since it does come with the hook. What is this one? Since it comes with this. Now, the reason why I'm recommending it is because it makes it a lot easier to play your fighting games. Now, I have a couple of the Neo Geo fighting games I downloaded. Like my most recent one was the Neo Geo one. And it's very hard to play on the Switch controller. So, I would definitely recommend that. But that's what I'm playing it with right there. Mark of the Wolves. Definitely very good with your fighting games and other various 8-bit games that you might pick up, like the Blaster Master. So definitely worth picking up there. Okay, now, also with my previous videos, I did showcase these. Now, if you're on the go a lot, I do recommend you pick up ultimately a case, a traveler's case. Now, if you can pick up this one was pretty good. I do definitely use this one a lot. It has a bunch of games, a little slot for your accessories like the power cord I was telling you about earlier. Of course, a Switch. It's small and it's hard plastic. You can't beat that. This one, I bought it because it looked really nice. It was like $14, so I said, why not? Switch, games, but you don't really have room for the power cord, which is why ultimately I ended up using this since I'm always on the go. See, I bring my Switch to me when I go to work, my friend's house, the movies, waiting in line for when I got the Nintendo Classic. Yeah, that was fun. And on a side note, I was literally the only one that was playing a Switch. I don't understand. There's like 30 or 40 people there, and I was the only one playing the Switch. I don't know. I didn't get that. But anyway, I would definitely recommend some sort of case. Carrying case. That's ultimately what the point is. However, for me, I ended up picking up this. Now, you may not need this. As I mentioned, I am on the go a lot. And I do carry around a lot of things because I walk around at work a lot. So since I do a lot of walking, I figured the price of the $50, $49.99, was definitely worth it. Because you carry your games in here, and ultimately you have your pocket for various items. Like I bring various composition books in here. Of course, my Switch can fit in here. All that fits in here. It's got 8 Joy-Con holders. You can hold your actual regular controller. It's definitely something I would recommend if you can afford to pick one up. I got my headset in here. I've got my power cord for my iPhone in here. Definitely worth picking up if you can. So I would definitely recommend getting one of those. Okay. So those are the items I would definitely recommend picking up for your Switch. Okay. Now I also recommend picking up a memory card. I did not yet because it's not in my budget right now. And with all the games that I do have right now, I still have half my memory. I still have like 15 gigabytes left of my internal memory, so it's not exactly a necessity right now. But it is definitely something I am going to want to pick up soon. I'm got one already saved to my Amazon account. It's like $44 for 128 gigabytes. Probably won't need all of that, but I like to prepare for the future, so I'd rather get as many gigs as I can now than have to worry about it later. So that is ultimately what I would recommend in picking up accessories. Now, one accessory I did pick up that I really didn't need is this. For Mario Kart 8, but I found that I'm not hardly in the position to really use these. So it was $14. Probably could have used it on something else, but I picked it up, used it like 2-3 times, and that was pretty much it. I stopped using it. And Mario Kart 8 came out what, almost a month ago. But as a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and show you that real quick. Let's see, where did I have that in here? There they are. All right. So here they are. They're nice, decent size, but ultimately I ended up just not using them. So if you want to buy, this is one of those ones I was telling you about. If you have the money to just buy an accessory and you want it, pick it up. If not, you can wait on it. I thought I was gonna really need it for Mario Kart. Ultimately, I just don't. So anyway, those are my recommendations. I hope that helps you out, especially if you're on a budget. So my name is Xavier. Talk to you later.